Welcome to the Tribunal. I'm Tanisha. Subscribing is how you claim your designated seat and stay inside this tribunal. We'd be honored to read your analysis in the comments. To gain access to the show, you must subscribe, have a seat in your designated seating, and begin commenting. The show will begin shortly.
Good morning, Tribers. We are back with another Tribunal. Who y'all done brought down to the Tribunal today? Who y'all done brought down here? It appears to be some ninja from the Atlanta Street Stars. Our interviews named Marcus. Some brother named Marcus is in the Tribunal today. So let's get to it.
Welcome to Tanisha's Tribunal.
Subscribe, like, and hit the bell for updates.
Bless the channel by Cash App at $ the Tribunal 1. Join the tribe.
Unless y'all like the background music. Do y'all like the background music? We can keep the background music. Okay, Marcus is in the Tribunal. Y'all, it's a lot going on. Everybody is reacting. I don't really like the background music. It's distracting. Everybody's reacting to this fellow named Marcus down from the Atlanta Street interviews, right? I had brought him into the Tribunal just doing reactions to his interviews that he's been doing all around Atlanta. Well, things were, presenting themselves to me that are making me think this brother's kind of too flirty, exploitative. Girl, there's so many rumors in the mill about Marcus. Some alleged, some people are trying to, fact check about Marcus, that Marcus is in fact exploiting these vulnerable, mentally ill folks on the streets of Atlanta. It is said that there was a Patreon that's no longer up. Because remember on the last video I did, I said I was going to go check, and right after the show I did, and it's no longer available to see. Well, apparently, Tribers, there is was a video, and I believe some people have it downloaded, about him exploiting these mentally ill, vulnerable people, okay? It's a busy, busy Friday, y'all. I hope y'all still got y'all tea. I do. It's piping hot today, okay? Keep y'all some tea readily available so that you can summon and dungeon who needs be. So we're working on the channel, right? We did this for the channel, y'all.
Welcome to Tanisha's Tribunal.
Subscribe, like, and hit the bell for updates.
Bless the channel by Cash App at $ the Tribunal 1. Join the tribe.
I hope y'all like that. That's available, for us to use to promote the show and get the engagement and the tribal union that, we're looking for, right? Over here at the Tribunal. We're not looking for a large, commencement, but we are looking for active engagers that are, looking to participate in the Tribunal. So if you have anybody, or say have you want to bring to the Tribunal that may need to be stoned in the dungeon, drop it in the chat. I will look at that. I'm working on my email through Gmail. I don't know, but y'all can still email me at tanishatalk@gmail.com. Okay, so anyway, we got everything set up, y'all, for y'all to bless the show. The Tribunal 1, that's our Cash App. When y'all engage in stuff, like all y'all little emojis and stuff will like start flying across the screen. Like, we're setting it up for success. So this is the new look. This is the new vibe. I am the new Tribunal host, Tanisha. Let's get it. This guy, Troy's World, chimed in about Marcus, right? As I've been saying, he's the ATL interviewer, right? Girl, it is so much, ladies and gentlemen, it is so much hot tea about this Ninja Marcus, y'all. It is said that Marcus met the baby mama that he currently has right now, T, on the streets as well. Okay, she was also a vulnerable participant. Possibly mental ill woman that was just pushing a baby stroller down the street. Girl, we're gonna get all into it because I got Troy up, I got Sheena up, girl, I got the granny up here, y'all. We finna talk about it. Let's get it. So here, this gentleman, Troy's World, is doing like a reaction video to everything that he's also being alerted to as well. And he takes an actual phone call. So let's pull up this phone call with Troy's World in the tribunal now. Get in your seat and let's commence to putting order 66 into Marcus from the Atlanta Street interviews.
Hold on, brother. Let me bring you on up. Love to hear what you got to say tonight. Let's put the treatment. Oh, man. Hold on. Let's do this one here. All right. Yes, sir. Atlanta Bot, what's on your mind?
How you doing, brother?
I'm well, brother. How about yourself?
I'm great, man. I'm an Atlanta native, man, and we disapprove of all this, man. I've been telling people for a minute about this brother. I've been telling the young guys downtown don't bother the brother because he be doing good stuff. But now I'm seeing that he just exploiting our people. Here in Atlanta, we don't do that to our homeless people. We really help them. We don't believe in filming people when we help them. You know, the good stuff that comes from God. We ain't gotta showcase this all over the world. I actually seen Marcus a couple of weeks and we had the conversation. And he said, you know, he doing good. I didn't know nothing about all this other exploitation. And
Right,
this is
right,
just
right.
ridiculous, man. Like this hurt my heart because there are young guys that I see and I always say, hey, don't bother me. He doing good, brother. Don't bother. Like it's guys in Atlanta that doesn't like this. Like we see our homeless people as family. This is our city. We don't try to make them look bad. What he's doing is trying to get rich off of people at their lowest point in life. And I don't like that. And by the way, it is illegal to film porn in the state of Georgia. I've been shooting for 20 years. This is illegal. And I'm going to report this and I'm going to make a complaint because this is not right. This is not right at all.
Got it. Got it. All right, sir. I appreciate you coming up and sharing your thoughts.
Thank you.
All right, have a good night. Yeah. All right, we got Brown Eye. Bring you up, brother. Hold on one second. All right, Brown Eye. Welcome to the show. What's on your mind?
Make sure the mic ain't muted.
Mic's not muted. I can hear you loud and clear.
You get me loud and clear? Good.
Yes, sir.
They've been waiting on me. You want to see Marcus hit the panel? You want to see Marcus hit the panel? He will hit the panel when Brown Eye comes on the show. The thing that I got to tell Marcus, you don't care about that oops baby little Max. You don't understand. And Troy, I want to appreciate you right now, man. See, we need real men like us in this.
Okay, so as I was saying, Max is the baby that Marcus had with the T girl that people are alleging she was walking down the street pushing an already stroller baby, and Marcus rolled up on her as he does these Atlanta Street interviews and presented himself to her, and she took the offer, moved her in, got her pregnant, and unknown caller. That is the remnants.
Sector giving a different perspective on this right now. Even though people didn't support me, I'm the one who led the charge. Nobody in this sector led the charge against Marcus first. Not Sheena Speaks. I mean, not first. Let me back up. Psychology Eats was the one who led the charge first. Then I jumped in right away. I've been on the panels against Marcus. Marcus ain't on my level. He knows better. Marcus is what you call a low-minded culture vulture deviant. What you think? Can't you agree with that, Troy?
I want to give you the opportunity to state what you think. We got a lot of people lined up, so
Okay, so this person that came onto the Troy's world, and we're going to use it with the Fair Act, right. So anyway, because it's shared across YouTube, so we're using it under the Fair Rights Act. That Marcus is a low vibrational energy vampire sucking off of the vulnerable, mentally challenged, ill people of the Atlanta streets, y'all. That's what this guy Brown Eyes has came up on.
I want you to make your point, and we can.
I got my own show, brother. I got my own show.
Okay. Okay.
So the thing of it is, I just want to say that I appreciate you, speaking, doing your thing and let because all you've done is content for Marcus. You haven't really, dived. You say you come from another sector, I appreciate that. You came over the sector, people took you in. Now after tonight, you might not be able to do content on Marcus. Marcus said you might start coming after people after this. But I just wanted to give you your trophy tonight, man, for sticking to. I've been watching.
Well, right now, Marcus has been summoned to the dungeon. Okay, we're working on those aesthetics where I'm going to, have a live dungeon on the show where we are going to actually summon people down in the dungeon. So I'll be working on that later on today, and hopefully have that aesthetic up by later on, by tomorrow rather. But right now it just wasn't available. So yeah, I'm actually going to put a dungeon up here, and I'm going to summon whoever is brought to me to the tribunal. And if you are dungeon worthy, you're going to be placed in the dungeon and stoned by fire and brimstone. So get ready, become a triber today. You are going to love it here. Marcus is in the tribunal from the ATL Street interviews, and it's a lot, y'all. People are calling this man everything but the child of God, that he's exploiting. He's taking these most vulnerable people off of the Atlanta streets and using them, making a lot of money. And now he is under scrutiny and under fire and brimstone for some of the behaviors that he has done since he's created this space for the mentally ill and vulnerable people of Atlanta streets. Word of the curve is that Marcus is actually like running a not-for-profit situation or whatever, but he's not taking the profits that he's using and really helping aid the support of getting these people off the streets. As I say, when I see the interviews, all I keep seeing is them coming from out of the four walls of the earth, not from anything stable, not a shelter, not a program, not, I'm coming out of a program. I actually got into a housing program like the Maya girl that has the 5 children that are living in a hotel. Marcus has not given her, that I've seen, one good resource. All I have saw Marcus do, however, is give Quita prospects of some type of a date. Like he'll set her up with some type of a date to take her out. Now, I'm a woman, and I understand that all people have needs. However, Quita's first, not Quita. Quita is definitely still in the dungeon in the tribunal. Okay, she's still down there, healing up from being stoned the last time that witch was in the tribunal. She was summoned to the dungeon. So, anywho, so Maya, rather, topic of discussion should be helping Maya get into some type of a better, safer position in Atlanta where she can have some type of a stable, place to be with her kids, like a place, even if it's a hotel, but a place where they do like programs inside the actual hotel to get people into a place of stability. I have yet to see Marcus do that. I have only ever seen Marcus, I guess, he's like, guys to where people that are viewing can actually hold on, y'all, let me fix my camera. Y'all can see the whole tribunal shirt. The goat, baby. Okay. Where he is setting them up to, have prospectable dates. Now that's all I saw. Y'all can tell me what y'all see. That's all I see. And I don't know if the dates are paying Marcus to go out with them or what. But it's time to drop this.
Welcome to Tanisha's Tribunal.
Subscribe, like, and hit the bell for updates.
Bless the channel by Cash App at $sign the Tribunal 1.
Yeah. Okay. One more time.
Welcome to Tanisha's Tribunal.
Subscribe, like, and hit the bell for updates.
Bless the channel by Cash App at $sign the Tribunal 1. Join the tribe.
Okay. So, yeah, let's get back into more reaction.
For you sticking to your guns when it comes to Marcus, because that dude has done nothing. See, you got other sick grandmas in this chat, like MGO Proud Black Diva, who supports Marcus, but she's in your chat.
Bro, now let's keep it on Marcus, all right? Let's keep it on Marcus. All right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. There he is. Okay. He coming up. There he is. He'll come up.
All right, sir. All right, thank you.
Come on.
I appreciate your commentary. Appreciate your compliment. Okay, we got a lot of people we're going to get to, okay? All right, Brian. I appreciate you.
Peace out, man.
Peace out. Have a good one. Yep. All right. Lady Sparkle Love, what's on your mind?
What are you doing? What's going on, Big Troy? Thank you for doing this. Salute to the beat sector.
Channel, and the description is something along the lines of video. Don't really know.
Okay, Marcus.
All right, go ahead. You got the floor, sir.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm the topic of conversation. I don't know why or what everyone is so up in arms about. So I don't know. Maybe you guys can explain it to me, right? You're saying the stuff about, well, let's start with the young lady in the park that night, right? I explained on the Patreon that this is my first video. I don't really know exactly what I'm looking for, what I'm doing, but this is just me exploring.
Okay, I've saw other interviewers that have gone out and about. There are lots of them, right? That interview our most vulnerable on the street to raise an awareness, in a sense, right? This can also naturally be instinctually common sense. So what I'm gathering is Marcus may have already set out in a mind state of what he was going to do. And then second of all, why would you take yourself, right, which is also a very delicate person, yourself, right, into a situation or a place in life that you don't know nothing about, you're very unaware of, and you're just exploring? I'm not going out into a situation in any area of life where I'm not already somewhat at least versed in understanding exactly what I'm walking into. So that's no excuse, sir.
What this Patreon content is going to be about. Okay, now, what a lot of y'all don't do, you don't really do your research. You guys just kind of come and give your opinions based on your surface level view of what you think happened. But that young lady has been on my channel several times. And one of the things that she talks about a lot is her sexuality and just kind of all these things regarding sex and things like that.
And that's fine. However, you're the interviewer, right? You control the narrative. Like when I see street interviewers go out, interview people, typically their questions are, what made you a vulnerable, homeless, mentally ill person? How did you get into this situation? How's life been for you while currently living on the streets? What are your hopes, and what are your chances in gaining something more than just you succumbing to a life on the street? Okay, it's not fun and games. Like, I see Marcus taking this opportunity to not exploit the vulnerable people, um instead of giving them an opportunity to possibly get out of their situation one way or another, but turning this into some type of a field trip circus, you know day of leisure. Like, no, 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 these people need real support and real help. Like, driving them to clinics, driving them to food banks, he's taking them to restaurants, and like, they are his friends essentially. Like, these are Marcus's people. Well, I thought that I had heard that Marcus was a well-to-do, high-value, established person in the Atlanta scene. I don't see the Real Housewives of Atlanta, after they go out and do like a charity or whatever to help, an organization, kicking it with the people that they are supporting and helping, welcoming them back to their homes and opening up their lives to them and becoming their friends. Essentially, this is what Marcus has done.
And so when I ran into her that night, she was really in need of money and stuff like that. And
well, of course, she's really in need of money. She's a homeless, deprived, mentally ill person. Their lack of resources is abundant, right? They don't have a lot of resources living on the street, hence why they're on the streets. So he's saying that as if, like, oh, and she just didn't have nothing. So, well, of course she didn't. She's on the streets. Jesus Christ. Y'all, like and subscribe.
Sex and all that stuff, a lot of whatever. Did you want to do it? And she was like ecstatic to do it. Okay. Now, of course,
oh my God. Like, I thought Marcus was a well-to-do, accomplished, successful, educated, versed black man. If you're starving and you're sitting on the street, you're on the street, are you not going to be excited for any little crumb that somebody drops you? Like I told you before, I used to have a homeless guy that when I went outside around, my way, at that time, every time he saw me, he would light up. Why? I'd give him $5. If I had something extra that I had in my bag for my kids or whatever, I'd give him something. Duh. Every time a woman's husband comes home that she's excited to see her husband, what does she do? Honey, you're home. That's just like with the homeless person. Hi. Ooh, what you got for me today? I know you got something for your boy. I know you got something for your girl. Come on and drop me down something. Duh. When your kids see you, when you get paid, what do? Mommy, can we go? Mommy, can we have? Mommy, can we get? Daddy, can we go? Can we have daddy? Duh, ninja.
You look at it, you might look in hindsight and say, okay, well, maybe that's not what I want this to be. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, I'll take it down. But do I not have the right to explore? And, especially when you're talking about content that you're looking to.
Who's exploring the nakedness and the smells and the sights of homeless people? Let me turn off all of my other Wi-Fi services. Oh, I got connected. Okay, no. Don't nothing seem to be connected or on. So my internet should be running fine, y'all. It looks like it's moving a little slow though, but I hope not. Who's seeking to study the actual activities of the homeless people? I have never in my life seen something like that. Nor do I care to.
Show the reality. You're looking to show real life, not just whatever people think this is. And by the way, I keep hearing you say helping the homeless. The description of my channel has never changed since the day I created the channel. And the description is something along the lines of follow me as I follow a million unique stories in this, city of Atlanta. Has nothing to do with helping the homeless or anything like that. Now, of course, many
Is that not what the Atlanta Street Interviews set up as a nonprofit is supposed to be doing? But Marcus just confirmed that that's not what it's set up to do. It's just to explore their lives and exploit their lives. Y'all, I'm already exhausted. I'm only 25
people have been
minutes in.
helped more than I could even remember, right? Nobody ever really brings that up. But, to me, it's fake outrage. And I don't really see what people are so outraged about. Polo and Shiesty agreed on camera after Polo said, hey, I've been sober, this and that and the third. I had just, congratulated him for being sober. And then, that's when we ended up talking about the Patreon stuff. So they both agreed while sober that, that's what they wanted to do. They were ecstatic about it. And I'm still exploring. I haven't even had this Patreon for a week. Okay, so I just don't understand why people can't just, take it easy a little bit, right? We just had a great day with Maya.
Exactly. Why would people take it easy when they go on your Patreon looking for other, left out interviews that may not be available on the YouTube channel for whatever reason, not X of the homeless people? And then see that you are actually in a hotel room where you have brought vulnerable, mentally challenged, deprived people of the Atlanta streets to unclothe themselves, drugged up and liquored up, to have X. What type of shit is that? Nobody wants to see that shit. And it's stupid because, okay, all Marcus had to do, Marcus has the fan base, right, over on YouTube, 200 something thousand subscribers, where, all he had to do was like, okay, deleted footage or not shown footage of conversations, behind the scenes footage of, things that I couldn't show on YouTube. Lots of things you could have done. You could have, really took that a whole other way. You went a deprived, perverted, deviant, demonic, satanic, actual way with these people. And in 1 week, you had 1,000 people at $5 a pop. That's over $5,000 you were earning in 1 month, in 1 week. That is gone. That is the lamest I ever seen in my life. That was the easiest side hustle I've ever seen, dang near somebody do. And then foolishly, for absolutely no God-given apparent reason aside from you are more than likely an actual deviant, preying on the vulnerable and weak, mentally ill people of the Atlanta streets. Pray for the people on the Atlanta streets. All streets, okay? You took that there and lost that income in a second. Gone. In a second, it was gone. A $5,000 brainless, mindless source of income just dropped in Marcus's lap. And in a split hair of a second, Patreon took that shit down. because they obviously got enough people to report the fact that this is actually what you got going on, and they don't appreciate it. It might have been Polo's mama. Could have been Maya's mama, Queen of Mama, and their mama. Who know who mama, somebody grandmama called in and said, what the hell going on down to the Patreon? Y'all got us fucked up. Y'all like and subscribe. This is wicked.
With the makeover and everything else, a black lady got a makeover and, her makeup and stuff done for the first time in life. She had never had.
Tell me, we ain't talking about Maya's makeup. Tell me, would you risk it? If you have built up a 200 and something, if you had 10,000 people on YouTube, if you had what I got, I've been on YouTube 8 months. I got 1,400 subscribers. Thank you to all my 1,400. And we're growing.
Had that done. Another black lady had her business that she's been trying to kind of get going, get off the ground and everything else, receive an instant influx of marketing and advertisement. As a matter of fact, 2 black ladies, because the makeup artist as well. Okay? So, all I ask for is a little bit of balance. Okay? And I don't see why there's such a heavy-handed response to the paid Patreon content. People are paying to go over there so they can be outraged. That's ridiculous to me. But I digress. I'll give the floor.
One, I want to say I definitely appreciate you coming up, and I don't know how much of my commentary you heard or did not hear, but the thing that struck a nerve with me, to be honest with you, is that the people that are coming from the homeless Atlanta Street interview page, they're being used now on the Patreon page. And
why do you say used? Why do you use the verbiage of used? If they are damn near begging me to do it, just like Kelsey just begged me to do another one today. They're begging me to do it. Well, how is that me using them? Are they using me?
So it's
used. What?
I feel it's using them because you're profiting from that, and the fact that they're
not profiting.
The fact that they are begging, I mean, that argument doesn't hold up, because if someone says, I'm begging you to shoot me with some dope or something, shoot me up. He begged me to do that. And so therefore I did it. But him having sex unprotected, no testing going on at all, and for the world to see.
That's not a good analogy, though. A better analogy is if you hate going to work, but you have to go to work because you feel like you have to, do whatever you have to do for money. Is the job using you? Is the job exploiting you? That's the analogy that's at play. Because essentially they're doing contract work and they don't have to do it. They're choosing to do it. They're doing it willingly, and they're benefiting from it the same way you do when you go to work, which a lot of people go to jobs that they hate. At least these people are doing something that they want to do.
So I don't like that analogy because of the fact that you're talking about legal jobs and legal work. There's nothing legal that occurred with. Let me. Can I let you finish? Can you let me finish, sir?
My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. But the fact that you're allowing them to engage in activities there's no contract, there's no record keeping, there's no testing going on. There's no protection at all. That's a problem. Okay, you have the floor.
Okay, well, I mean, we can, I guess, agree to disagree that at the end of the day, sure, there can be a professional, ratcheting up of, everything, right, as far as the program goes. But as far as the morality of it, I take umbrance with the fact that you guys are, to me, hitting with this kind of fake moral outrage. Like, I'll be honest, Troy, you was just antagonizing Polo a few weeks ago, going back and forth with a homeless guy.
Absolutely.
Okay,
but Polo antagonized.
Well, now hold on, and then turn around and are now supposedly, positioning yourself as the morally superior savior. You was just antagonizing him. He's homeless. According to what you know, you think he gets a check. He doesn't get a check, but I just found that out a couple days ago.
Okay.
According to what you knew at the time when you was antagonizing him, he gets a check, and you still chose to do that. So is it okay for anybody to say, well, damn, Troy, that you're picking on a homeless guy that gets a check? How? What kind of guy are you? What kind of man are you? No, but you did that, right? Correct?
So can I respond to that?
Of course. Sure.
I think that's a false equivalency. Polo started out commenting, threatening to take me out of here, threatening to take my mother out of here. I responded in words on a video. Now, what I did was virtual, but you putting that boy at risk for his life in a bed with Josemina is a whole nother level, sir.
Okay, now, do you not recall, and maybe you didn't see the video, but do you not recall the video where she already said that she may be pregnant already, which means they've already had sex? I didn't put him in any position that he was not already in. What exactly are you talking about?
But you facilitated that. You bought the room for them. You gave them whatever you gave them to do the work in front of you, and now you're profiting off of it. That's different from me saying I'm going to come to Kroger's and kick your butt. It's a whole different thing. It's a whole different level.
Okay, so listen. I can accept that that there can be.
Okay, Tribers, a lot's going on this Friday. Sorry to step away for a moment, but life be life, and right, we're working on some things, so I'll let y'all know more updates as they come along. But I'm not gonna drop any blessings right now. I don't know who's blocking and who's blessing. So for now, just know that I'm working. The Tribers are working. What did I miss, y'all?
Like I say, a ratcheting up of, some of the professional aspects of it and everything else. And that's in the works. That's definitely going to happen. Again, I will stress the fact that this hasn't even been a week yet. Okay, so I will stress that fact. And I can agree that, there can be, there's some videos that, like I say, like the one with the young lady in the park and stuff like that. Okay, we're not going to do those things. But do I not get the grace to do it? Hold on, if you don't mind. Do I not get the grace to say, okay, well, this is what we did, and, let's not do that? Do I not get that opportunity? Do I not get that grace?
I think you should get the grace to do your research, and if you're going to do pornography, do it correctly. Have people tested. Have people make sure that the young lady in the park wasn't sex or anything like that. So I think we're conflating things. Okay, there was technically, but we're talking about Polo and the redhead lady. Actually, the lady in the lady in the park. I mean, that was more palatable to me than seeing those two people engaging in sexual intercourse unprotected.
And it's just like, what are we even doing? This is not how you represent and help the impoverished, vulnerable, mentally ill. I promise you this, if it's ever one of mine, I'm going to be all over you like a motherfucking suit, nigga. And so will her daddy, because he in her life, he in their life, and we married. Okay? I just wear my rings on the middle finger right now because I got to get them resized. But yeah, married. Okay. We're gonna be all over you. What are you doing? What type? This ain't no content. Who thinks to exploit mentally vulnerable, deprived, homeless people in an actual way as content on a goddamn Patreon? Where did you think that the viewers wanted to see that shit. I know I don't, and I'm glad I didn't. So thank you for sparing my eyes.
I mean, we all know what's going on out here, and for you to facilitate that and say, "Well, I'm trying to figure it out," but you're playing with their lives. You don't see that, sir?
How can you claim? Well, I'm still lost on how you can claim that I am playing with their lives when they have already engaged in sex. They've already done that many times. It sounds like. I don't see like that's come on now.
Were you there?
Phony.
Were you there? How do you know they've done that many times? People talk trash all the time. Right.
No.
Right. So that
I'm working and working. Not for nothing. So at the same time, so if a heroin addict is a heroin addict, are you going to encourage more heroin? Why? They've already done it 1,000 times. And not for nothing, these are mentally ill, vulnerable people. It doesn't matter who are you to put a wand in front of them and tell them, to perform like circus acts. That's got to be some type of offense under your nonprofit you done set this up to do with the mentally ill. I'm sure of it. So
they told you this, and you believed it.
But that's fine. I can go by what they say.
But
they're adults. Polo is older than me.
But
okay, he can make whatever decisions that he wants to make, and so can Joshmina. This is, to me, this is the part where I'm.
Where did your conscience kick in, sir? If you have one, where did your morality needle go? If Polo did ask you to put him in some type of an actual situation, where does it go from I'm Polo's interviewer of just checking up on him, coming around to see how he's living, during his journey from being homeless to hopefully getting into the mental, services that Polo needs. I hear Polo's on some type of a social security disability benefit or whatever the hell have you. Okay. To getting himself back into a place where he can start to survive again, stably. Where did you click from that to now I want to film him having X? It's just gross. It's nasty, Mark. It really is, and it goes against your character. It doesn't show that you are a man of morality, a man of stature, a man of leisure. It shows that you're actually just a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Very lost.
Okay, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you find your way.
Please.
If you let me explain, I'll help you find your way, brother.
Sure.
What I'm simply saying is, all that is true. They might have had sex 100 million times before. They might have did this and that. But I'm saying when you facilitate it, when you provide the room, when you film it, when you profit from it, then that way it is a stain on your character, on your platform, and who you are. You yourself have mentioned the stains. I mean, I try to present this in a fair and balanced way. I really do. I open the phone lines. I let people speak. The other night, the phones were open. Out of, I don't know how many calls, one person said, you know what, Marcus gives highlight to the homeless, and that's good. And I'm not saying that that's an accurate picture, but let me ask you, is there anything that has any validity in anything that I said tonight to you, or no? None at all?
Of course. Listen, I'm not stubborn. Okay, I'm not stubborn. I'm not the type of person that can't take constructive criticism and constructive feedback and maneuver and improve and evolve. Okay, so anybody that thinks that about me, you got me completely wrong. Okay, but I'm also fair, and I understand when there may be, because I've been through this several times. I've been through this many times at this point. This is my 5th year on YouTube. People have been, expressing what I consider fake moral outrage over my channel literally since the beginning. Okay, for all type of different reasons. It's been here since the beginning.
Fair enough.
Okay, and so for me, yes. Some of the points that you made that I've already expressed, I agree with. Okay, but then things like acting like Polo and Jay, who have already done it, and you're, oh, how do you know, and all that? Come on, like, let's be for real, okay? They've already done it. They said they've done it. It's not my job to stop them from doing it if they want to do it. And, you know, at the end of the day, I just don't see why that is something that I get labeled this horrible, just terrible person. And again, while simultaneously ignoring the 3 Black women that benefited from the platform that I've built up my 5th year, me going around the city, me interviewing folks, kid in college because of me, kids with their parents because of me, people that were lost, found because of me. Over $1 million donated to various interviewees because of me, because of the work I do. You have 1,000 people in your chat right now because of me, because of the work I do, because I wake up and I do this every day. The fact that if I, you know what I'm saying, have, okay, a mishap or this or that or third as far as what content I post or stuff like that will cause people to say, oh, well, I cancel him. He's the devil now and all this nonsense. But then again, still follow me, still watch, still do this. It's to me, it's very different from what I'm used to off of internet land. Okay, and so to me, it's just weird. It's like, if you don't like it, just don't watch. You know what I'm saying? It's not that big of a deal.
Okay, yes, we are here. I never would have gotten Marcus today in the dungeon at the tribunal, because he's definitely in the dungeon for this shit. Today, if it wasn't for these actions that he brought, I just would have been doing my, commentary on whoever got brought to the tribunal, potentially placed in the dungeon, on the interviews that he does with the Atlanta interviewees. So today, no, Marcus is in the hot seat. And, I'm not attacking Marcus by any means, only for the fact that he's been brought up on these, such doings, right? Why are you filming homeless people in the hotel? Why are you doing that? Having X. They shaking, they're gyrating, they naked, you see booty hole. It's just disgusting. So we're gonna wrap Marcus up here.
If you go, that's fine. I'll figure it out. But like, why sit there and have this fake moral outrage, and completely ignore, like I say, I have so many receipts, I've forgotten receipts. And to be honest with you, the likelihood is that, and I'm not bragging or anything, but the likelihood is that if you add up everyone in this chat that's done things for strangers, I guarantee you, some people will tell you it does not add up to the things that I've done.
Well, we may not have done some of the humanitarian things that you're claiming that you have done. I haven't saw them. If you know of anything, drop it down in the chat, like, share, and subscribe to Tanisha's Tribunal today. You're going to love it here. But I can guarantee you will never have caught me anywhere filming anything of the nature suit of what you've been. I'm recording the birds and the real bees of life out in nature on vacations in the mountains with my family. I'm not recording anybody doing anything mentally ill, challenged, deprived, vulnerable, in an actual exploitative manner, such as you, sir. So we can tomato all you want, but those are the facts of real people that thrive along a moral compass.
For strangers, there are people right now that consider me their brother because I brought the kid, their son or their daughter, back into their life that they would not have had without me. So, I get it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's easy and I guess entertaining to, get on this moral high horse whenever Marcus does something that you feel whatever about. Okay. But it's very unbalanced. And and to me unfair. And
how is it unbalanced and unfair? Nigga, we are not filming vulnerable, mentally ill, challenged, deprived, homeless people in hotel rooms for the sexual exploitation of their goddamn life. How is it unfair? I can see if you were saying some shit like, okay, well, they did it over there too. Why did I get 100 years, but they got 10? But you can't compare where you're not competing at. We are not sitting around thinking of ways that we can actually exploit the vulnerable, mentally ill, challenged people of our streets. Period, point blank and all. You cannot like it all you want to, but that was your idea, sir, not ours.
Last point I'll make is please stop bringing up my kids. It is disgusting behavior. And
welcome to the YouTube streets, Marcus. Is Marcus on these YouTube streets? I think so. YouTube streets ain't got no stop signs, no red lights, none of that. When you step on these YouTube streets, it's all cars, all gas, no brakes. And they don't give a damn about your family. So you didn't protect your family. Your family is your own protective, situation, Marcus. You must first protect and safeguard your family in the best way possible, because these YouTube streets are nasty. They're foul. They're worse than the dungeon here at the tribunal. Like and subscribe. You put yourself there, sir. And when you started exploiting these vulnerable, mentally ill, challenged people, you got ran over. Yeah.
Honestly, Troy, I'm going to tell you, even you, there's no need to discuss my daughters when you're making a point about me. Here. It's disgusting. My daughters love me, and there's no need for a grown man, woman.
And our kids love us too. Don't your kids love you? To all the beautiful kids out here, y'all stay safe now. All our kids at school, stay safe. Watch the road when you're crossing the street. Look both ways. Okay? Hold your teacher's hand. Hold your friend's hand. Ninja. Our kids love us too. But our kids cannot. The difference between our kids and your children are now faced with the backlash of what you put out in the universe. And these kids today, they're nasty. They can be quite nasty. We saw the little demons in Chicago that beat up that woman that got, had all them illnesses and stuff. We seen that shit. They still in the dungeon too. They in the dungeon. Yeah, they still in the dungeon. They still ain't learning that. They in the dungeon. We see that shit. Kids get the backlash of our actions as our children, unfortunately. But who puts that on our kids? We do. Nobody told you to go get no fucking camera and go in that goddamn hotel room with Polo in them and watch them take their clothes off and perform actual acts on each other. Nobody told you to do that shit. And I guarantee you your kids wouldn't approve.
Or anyone else to bring them up.
Very good. Let me ask you this. Have you heard me bring up your daughters?
Well, I think that you made a point earlier, and you said something about his daughters and this and that and the third.
What's the context?
But you do got kids, don't you?
I'm sorry. That's wrong. Let me just tell you what I have said about your daughters.
I was about to say, listen, if I'm mistaken on that, I'm mistaken on that, then fine.
No,
I guess you're the one that I'm speaking with, but more so, I'm speaking to you, but really through you to everyone else.
And I understand
if it don't apply, let it fly. Like,
okay. Is it okay if I respond to what you said though? Because the daughter thing is very important to me. I've gone out of my way to try to stop people when they start bringing up your daughters. I've gone out of my way to say that I feel you are an excellent father to your daughters, and you've shown that. So I've gone out of my way to say that, and I do have respect for you when it comes to that. So I just want to say that out. One, nobody's been tested. 2, there's no protection as far as pregnancy. Marcus, where there's smoke, there gotta be some fire. Let me just say this. There's 1,000 people here listening to my boring behind. They're here because of what you say, the fake outrage. Is there any possibility in your mind that what is being said to you as far as the sexual stuff?
Welcome to Tanisha's Tribunal.
Subscribe, like, and hit the bell for updates.
Bless the channel by Cash App at $the Tribunal 1. Join the tribe.
Maybe needs to be toned down. Is there any thought at all regarding that?
Well, I guess that doesn't answer my question. My question is, what is bad? I would like to know, like, what is bad? What is it that I've done that is bad?
Exposing and having them people having sex unprotected for the world to see on your Patreon. People that were homeless, people that looked up to you, well, definitely Polo, I feel, and people that we all know are not mentally all there. It's one thing for me to talk about a guy if he talks about me, but for me to say, I'm gonna film you having sex, and you keep saying, well, they did it before, but we don't, but we, maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but now you're encouraging that. Now, what if they have a child and now the cycle continues, and that's something that you've dealt with that on your videos for years, and you know the problem that had.
Did you not watch the video, Troy?
You just asked me what was the bad. I'm telling you what the bad is.
I'm saying that your points are, to me, invalid. Because did you not watch the video? Jay said, I may already be pregnant. So you're putting stuff on me.
Oh my, help me God. She may already have been pregnant before you orchestrated and facilitated this so non-fashion fucking between these two mentally ill people, vulnerable, homeless, desperate, destitute people. She may have already been with child. You're not making it any better, Marcus. You're making it a lot worse. So now the girl may have been already pregnant. Are you fucking serious? That don't make it better. So now Polo in there putting his disease dingaling in this already may have been pregnant person unprotected. So you may have very well orchestrated, and I'm not saying that this is the case. I'm saying it could be the case. Her potentially infecting the HIV virus. Would you not look at Polo and say, nigga, I don't even need a condom because I ain't sleeping with that. That boy could very well be over there carrying a virus. And you orchestrated and facilitated him to sleep with this girl that may already very well be pregnant. You lucky these ain't my kids. Ooh, sweet God. You lucky these ain't my motherfucking kids. Because I'd be on your ass like some draws, trick.
It's not on me.
You drove them to the place. Just because Jay said it. Jay, you talking about the lady, the red hair? You taking her credibility for anything?
Lord Jesus.
Did you not see the video with rapper Run? Speaking on Jay?
Okay, so you
that's
think
when you should have been calling on the
they
Lord.
were lying when they said that they had already had sex?
I'm saying that I don't know if they were telling the truth.
Yes or no? Yes. So you're saying that you believe that they were lying? Because I believe they were telling the truth.
No, they may have been, they may not have been, but no way in the world am I taking you all to a room and filming y'all having sex and profiting from. I'm not doing that.
Why not?
One, nobody's been tested. Two, there's no protection as far as pregnancy. Three, the mental stability of all parties involved is very questionable.
Okay, so
I just gave you three reasons.
I'm right, and I'm going to respond to all three in one. if they've already done this before, then how is that on me? They've already done it. It's not on me. They've already done it.
You are assuming that they did it once, and then two, just because they did it without you, now you're encouraging them to do it again. It's wrong behavior.
I mean, I think it's just adult behavior, honestly. Like I don't see why this is seen as like this moral outrage. It's adult behavior.
It's irresponsible.
Why is this like such a like we're not all adults? And as though, listen, not only are we all adults, but also everyone knew what was going to be on that footage. So anyone that watched it willingly watched it. You don't have to watch it. You knew what was going to be on there.
Okay, so I'm back. That was my house cleaner, y'all. She's here. Thank the Dickens. My family's been going crazy. I've been working on the view of my content, right? Like over the past 2 months. And my house is upside down. Okay, I've been keeping the tribunal corner in a really good place, y'all, making sure they don't like destroy the tribune. The dungeon's still in place. That's why Marcus is in the dungeon right now with his dark ass. Okay, I didn't know that if I went to the Patreon, it takes a lot to get me to the Patreon, right? Because for the very most part, I can watch the meat and potatoes of content on YouTube. But if you got something over on that Patreon that's like, you know, the shit that you're keeping, you know, off of YouTube or whatever for whatever YouTube purposes, understandably so, but it's a must see and a must hear over on the Patreon, I'll pay a couple dollars to go over there and subscribe to your Patreon. I will, but I ain't going over there for no bullshit. I'm not going to your Patreon for no actual exploitation of the mentally ill and the vulnerably challenged, deprived, homeless people that you have put on there. I definitely didn't know that was over there. I thank God I wasn't a person that was taken for the monetary amount of whatever he was charging for the Patreon. I think $5 a month, which isn't a bad price. You know, get enough people over there, then you making some money, which he would have been with his dumb ass. But not for nothing, y'all. I don't encourage this, and I had stopped cussing on my YouTube channel, and Marcus done brought the cussing back out of me. Let me see if I can rebuke this demon, y'all, and get back to, you know, speaking without cursing, right? Because you know I definitely can. But some people will bring it out of you. Some people will bring the cussing right out of you, y'all. He talking about y'all knew what was going to be on the Patreon. Y'all knew what was up. I didn't know. I didn't know that he was over there filming homeless, mentally ill, challenged people having X. I had no idea he was doing that crap. That is disgusting. That is dark. That is dark for Marcus to be doing that.
That's, to me, it's like, are we not living in the real world? Is this not?
Yeah, we're living in the real world, Marcus. Are you? None of us got up this morning and had the dumb idea to go out and exploit the homeless, vulnerable, mentally ill people for the purpose of actual situations to a hotel and putting it on a fucking Patreon. When I got up this morning, I thought, okay, let me get to the matters of business at hand. Get my kids off to school, you know, see my husband off to work. Let me think of some, you know, things to, let me get my house cleaner on board to come over here today because they done turned my house upside down, y'all. And, you know, let me get on some other business matters, see what we got going on, check in with my father, la-da-dee, la-da-da-da-da. Then let me get some content together. You've been in the dungeon for a couple now. Okay, yesterday I couldn't get to your ass because I had other matters at hand to deal with. But now I'm on your ass like some draws, nigga. You're in the dungeon at the tribunal. And it's hot in there. Drop some fire emojis in the chat if Marcus got the dungeon hot, as it rightfully so. Turn up those fire emojis so he can feel the heat. He's in the dungeon at the tribunal, and he is rightfully so there. Let's go.
especially and everything else, all that stuff. Okay, I get that. I get your point about that. But is that a moral thing, or is that just something I need to do better, but not necessarily a moral thing? That makes me a bad person.
That's a health and safety thing. The amount of diseases that's running around here, for anybody to facilitate that is just.
He don't want to hear that
so
shit.
I'm responsible for the epidemic of
That's what I heard.
No, you're not responsible, but I'm saying you're adding to it. You're adding to it.
Am I? If they've already done it, am I for real? I mean, I get it,
but see, you're stuck on this. They've already done it, so now it's okay for me to film it. I don't care if they shot out heroin or smoke crack rocks in the past. It's not okay to film it because it is dangerous behavior. Why is that not? Why? It's like we're on opposite planets. I mean, I don't.
Thank you.
I mean, I guess so, man. I guess so. I honestly just see it as me just showcasing reality and just a more explicit version of it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not something that I had to talk them into doing or anything like that. They wanted to do it. They have done it before. They said that before I said anything about them doing it. So they came in the car telling me, yeah, you know, we're together and we done did it this many times and this and that and the third, and he's the same size.
Why are these the conversations that Marcus is having with these people? I watch the interviewers because I want to know, you know, what's going on around the world around us, right? What's outside that door when we walk outside our doors, right? With our families, our loved ones, our grannies, our children, you know, our kids. I want to know these type of things, right? So I watch the interviewer sectors or whatever have you. I've never seen them get in any type of conversations with the people like this. I've never seen it. Why are y'all having these conversations? The conversations that one would think that he would be having with these people would be something like this. So, you know, what brought you here? What are your goals? You know, is there anything particular, maybe since Marcus is being their personal Uber or whatever, driving these homeless people around and all this shit? You know, he taking them out to Ruth Chris and all this bullshit. You need to take them niggas down to the clinic. Okay, need to go to the clinic. Need to go to like some job readiness training, some on-the-job training, you know, some programs, organizations for mothers, for people that are on the streets, programs. I know Atlanta got them because it's full of the bullshit. So I know they got, you know, they must have some programs in place where people can go to get the help that they need to try to lead them in a better place. Why are y'all sitting in the car talking about this trash? Why are you having these low-level, low-vibrational, low-energy conversations with these people out here in the ATL streets? And the ATL streets are lit up about it, girl. They are lit up about you, Marcus, and they're on a hunt for your ass. You better be somewhere down the Bible study with a little Bible and a puppet. Like, no, I'm at Bible study. I'm at Bible class. Because this is some bullshit.
Blah, blah, blah. So it's like, what are we living in, like Disneyland or something? Or like, is this the real world? Like, they're adults and they've done it before, and like y'all are acting like I like master manipulated them into doing this stuff, and I.
So Marcus is also joining the no accountability sector of the dungeon. He's in the no accountability section of the dungeon as a grown man. You should know better. You should know better. You should know better. So you're telling me that you come from a background of people that have given you the understanding that you should safeguard yourself from becoming one of these mentally deprived, challenged, drug-induced liquor demons, that you've been advised not to live this way for your life, but you're encouraging others to do it for the purpose of exploitation on a YouTube and Patreon channel. Okay.
Told them don't put a condom on and all this stuff. Like, what?
But you didn't tell them to put a condom on. I think you're being.
How do you know? How do you know? How do you know?
Because maybe you could have shut it down. You could have shut it down. You could have shut it down.
If they didn't want to, if they listen, if they have already had sex without a condom and they don't want to use a condom, can I force them to use a condom?
Yeah. If you're filming them, I'm not filming you. I'm not filming unsafe behavior for the world to see.
I'm not filming no.
Okay, well, I get it, but you know, I'm sure that moving forward, like I say, I'll be able to have all of the proper stuff so that, you know, they can sign off on that stuff. And, you know, most porn that I see is unprotected. So I don't know, like, I get what you're saying, but, you know, most of the time when I see people have sex online, it's unprotected. So I don't see why, again, you know, obviously, I'm sure you've watched porn before, correct?
I've watched porn before, as well as being somewhat familiar with some of the requirements and responsibilities that people who create responsible porn, they do. They have condoms or they get tested. They go get tested on a regular basis. And
how did Gucci Third Leg end up infecting all type of women and stuff like that? Right.
That's even more reason why you should be pressing protection, because you know what can happen.
Close the dungeon doors on Marcus. Please make sure that nigga is chained to the wall. Please make sure that Marcus is chained to the dungeon wall. He is not to escape for the fear of him continuing these demonic behaviors. Make sure he is locked. He is chained to the wall in the dungeon. If I see that ninja creeping up the stairs, y'all are in trouble, tribers. Don't let that ninja free out the dungeon. He's in the dungeon until further notice.
That's all I'm saying. I just don't agree. I don't agree that it makes me like this devil.
No.
So I get what you're saying. It can be done better. I get that.
Let me say this, and I've said this from the beginning. If you listen when Dear Self, we call people come on, I've never said you were the devil. All right. The names, I've never said that. I feel you have done a lot of good. All right. Hell, you've done a lot of good for my damn channel. I got this computer because I'm talking about you. Okay.
We don't hear that shit.
Well, I think that you've been fair. Like I say, I can say that, you know, I can't think of any hard examples off the top of my head where I've seen you or witnessed you be unfair. So I can say that. I just also, I can just kind of breathe a little bit and, you know, explore and try to figure out, you know what I'm saying, how I can. I'm sorry.
No, you're missing my point. I'm sorry. I'm saying, say you have 1,000 people on your Patreon, right? Mm-hmm. And this may not be a popular view. You have 1,000 people on your Patreon. I'm willing to say 500 of those people are on the hate train. And all I'm saying is the hate train is making you, is really helping you.
No, it's not.
All right, that might have been a stretch. I might have pushed it too far. All right, that might have been a stretch.
It's like everybody always says, right? All money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. So I would rather just have the 700 people that would be over there just enjoying the content, everything else, instead of coming over paying money just to be outraged. Like, is that like not a mental illness?
No, people they pay to scare themselves in a horror movie. They pay to scare themselves on the roller coaster. They pay to be outraged on the internet. Why is that so abnormal to you and not understand that that's normal behavior? That's normal behavior. Now, Polo in the room, that's not normal behavior. But go ahead.
Let me tell you something, man. Life is short. So I get it, man. But, you know, I think that people should spend time doing things that they enjoy, spending time with their family, their loved ones, things like that.
So you're telling us that you enjoyed what you did on the Patreon with these people? Because I'm spending time doing what I enjoy with my family and friends, and it don't include what you did on that Patreon. Y'all like and subscribe. We're about to go over to some other controversial, reactions to Marcus. I've heard enough of Marcus. Y'all chime in and let me know what y'all think. We're gonna listen to the granny. Okay, she been talking, y'all. We're gonna listen to a little bit of her. But before we
Welcome to Tanisha's Tribunal.
Subscribe, like, and hit the bell for updates.
Bless the channel by Cash App at $the Tribunal 1. Join the tribe.
Okay. Let's get in here with the granny, y'all. Drop it down. Would y'all ever risk life and limb and everything that you work for in your life to do something this stupid? I definitely wouldn't. And I wouldn't advise you because you will end up at the tribunal in the dungeon, chained to the wall, like Marcus.
To tell y'all know I'm news too. I just try to go on the Patreon and they have removed Marcus' channel. It say his channel is not up there no more. I don't know what he done did. I don't know if it's because of that polo video. I don't know, but I think it's because of that polo video and Kelsey, because they took Polo and Kelsey video down this morning. It was gone. Now I just went on there to finish watching Maya's, and it say his page gone. So they done took his page over there at the Patreon. That doggone video with Polo, that shit was out of control, like really out of control. It was.
Hello, you guys. Welcome to my channel. Today, I want to talk about something that really caught my attention today. A subscriber named Tracy, the woman that you saw at the beginning of the video, she is a YouTube subscriber to Marcus's channel, Atlanta Street Interviews, and she recently subscribed to his Patreon channel. And I am so happy that she did, because I was curious about his Patreon channel because, you know, I was interested in kind of learning more about Maya. So I was thinking about subscribing, but then at the same time, I was kind of like unsure. So when she came out with this video, it talked about it. It just really, it was confirmation that I'm glad I didn't subscribe to the Patreon channel. Basically, she says that this Patreon video that was posted by Marcus of Polo and the redhead chick, I guess his roommate that's living with Polo, they had some inappropriate scenes. She mentioned that she noticed some extremely inappropriate content. And she says that what she saw was totally disgusting and completely unacceptable. I mean, the way she was describing this, it seemed like it was lightweight corn, you know, if you know what I mean. And, you know, that made me, hearing this made me look at Marcus in a whole different light. She did mention that after she saw this content, not long after, the Patreon channel was taken down. So, I mean, I'm still in disbelief. I don't know what's going on with Marcus's in his life. Again, this is all alleged, you know, for entertainment purposes, but I don't know if he's going through financial difficulties where he's like so desperate for content, because I've started watching Marcus when he was interviewing homeless people and trying to help them and getting them, you know, cash apps and stuff like that. That was the platform I liked, but some reason he's trying to transition to, you know, corn and, you know, filming women dance and, you know, couples doing, you know, inappropriate things that should be on OnlyFans, not Patreon. You know, Patreon, of course, you could discuss certain topics that you can't discuss on YouTube, but you can't film certain things like that. That's an OnlyFans type of content. I don't know. I'm really disgusted by Marcus hearing this. I'm very disgusted and disappointed. I don't usually, you know, pass judgment on people. It's just that, and it made me look at Polo different too. Like, come on, Polo. You know, you was the goofy guy, the fun guy, the happy guy. Now you are done let this man talk you into this. Now I can't even look at you the same. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what he's going through, but I just need to let Marcus know he needs to tread lightly, because YouTube is already looking at him and not in a good way. So, and this is Marcus's livelihood, this YouTube stuff. So he really needs to, you know, really get his mind together and get back to what we all followed him from the beginning, interviewing people. So I don't know, you guys. I'm just shocked.
I just would like to know your guys' thoughts. Do you guys feel like Marcus is going through something? Is he?
Yeah, we don't care. So that was that. Go over there and like and subscribe her page. Let's listen to a little bit of what Sheena had to say. Okay, girl.
tricks and making her money. I said, oh, he has a call in line. Check him out. Break. Oh, so they on a break. That mean get to screwing like a dog in heat, huh? They never was together like that. That was to fool us because we was talking shit about him opening up a whole house. So he said, okay, I ain't gonna do no whole house. I'm gonna do it out of the hotel. Really? Nasty. You know why they on a break. It's time for him to go get nasty and do all this nasty stuff. For some reason, it's always a break in between.
So hold on, y'all. Sheena had another one before this one. Let me get to that.
You couldn't find on injuries. Copy. I'm just getting on.
This isn't it. Hold on, y'all. Here we go.
Okay. I really am. So I don't know yet. But I'm gonna let the new people know what you've been doing. I'm gonna put the old files together like they brand new. All right. I said, oh my God, I don't know what else to do. So let me share this little lady real quick. And if you don't think nobody cares or why everybody's saying something, because they didn't sign up for that. But thank God it's gone. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Shout out to the people that reported that. All right.
But I think Maya run because they to the police. I don't care what nobody say. Why all of a sudden now that Maya trying to be the center of attraction, Quita get boxed up now. Yeah, and they got into it. But I don't know, some kind of fishy about that. But yeah, Maya was doing the most on the Patreon, y'all. Maya, she bending over with no drawers on, you know. I ain't watched all Maya's either. I was in the car, so I said I'm gonna have to watch. I clicked on all of them, but I didn't.
Girl, they saying that, also aside from him exploiting Polo and the other girl over on the Patreon or whatever before it got taken down, that Maya, the girl with the 5 kids, the one that he was hooking up, taking out on these dates and putting her up with these dates, people that are like commenting or whatever, messaging him about, oh, I want to date her, I want to take her out or whatever. He had her back at the hotel, booty clapping, a-hole naked, booty hole showing, booty hole brown, cootie hole pink. Drop it down in the chat if there's anything else that Maya could have been doing with her 5 kids back at the Mosey Wozy, waiting on her to bring back, something tangible they can use, like some food or some clothes or a resource for a new place to live or a job. So all of that, is more important. Her shaking her booty in a hotel room. She got 5 kids back at the ranch. All that's more important than, you know, him helping her while he filming her for the purposes of him gaining money on this YouTube Patreon, than him helping her, sustain employment, housing, resource for her children. Notebook, pencil, pad, shoe, sock. And I hear tell that Maya from Quita, so don't take this at face value, but this is what I had heard Quita has said, that Maya's always in need of money to pay for her hotel stay. So wherever in the hell do they think that they got idle time to sit by and plan the devil's playground? Quita said that Maya's always, up for being booted out of the hotel room due to the fact that she, got some nug in there or whatever. He ain't paying her room rent, like that or whatever. And Quita is Maya. I always get them to whatever their names. Maya is always looking for, some way to pay this rent, hotel rent. They couldn't find nothing else to do. I mean, nothing else to do. This is sad, y'all.
Watch them off. But Maya, yeah, she about tore up. Her and Marcus went on a date. And Marcus said something about
They
cheats
went on a
in his
date.
interview, but I don't remember where I'd seen it at. He said something about him and T not on good terms right now. So you probably know why. I wouldn't want my man walking around video recording naked women either. I don't give a damn if it is for
Somebody
content.
talk to me.
Ain't that much content in the world to disrespect me like that. You just
This lady, he been disrespecting T. He has had threesomes with T. Unfortunately, T had a background. He took her video down where you can't hear about her mother and her father and her situation. He also said he didn't want anyone watching his content. Y'all, he told everybody stop watching his content. Okay. He said stop. If you ain't here to support his nasty ways, he pretty much gave everybody their ass to kiss. Like his ass to kiss last night.
respected T. Like you don't have no respect for that lady. And you talking about for some damn content and money. Honey, I don't care. If you love that girl, you wouldn't do it. No amount of money in the world could.
I don't think he loves T, but not like everybody thought. He really wants to be Puff Daddy. Yeah. You said he made Yana had a abortion but had a baby with T. Why? I asked that in one of my latest live. What was so special about T? And why did Yana have to get unalive her baby? I guess he said it was the timing because he wasn't ready for a baby. He just had got out the relationship and T was around. It was a lot going on. Okay. Have Yana spoke out about it? Yes, she did. And she happy and just had a baby. Okay. So the link's in the chat. It's an open link. Anybody want to come up? I don't mind if you disagree with me. It's like 400 something people in the chat. Hey. But they say his was bigger than Polo. Or Polo's was way bigger, y'all. Polo's was hanging to the floor, okay? And he been wanting to know what Polos look like. I'm sort of confused why all of y'all are in the bushes. It's nobody, Sheena, every day I Patreon with them homeless people screwing on there. He was still gonna get paid and be able to freak off and watch them people freak off. I don't know too many straight men. And then at the time, didn't y'all say he was at home playing like he loved tea? No, her name is Shaquit. What is her name in the tent, y'all? Her name is something else in the tent. I did a video about her. How many people? I'll break down another video tomorrow. This is what I'll do. I'm gonna go down since I'm a liar. Other videos. Let me entertain.
So we're gonna shift through Sheena, y'all. She gives a lot, of stuff in between. We really are just here to see what we need to do to Marcus down in the tribunal dungeon. Drop fire in the chat. Make it hot for Marcus down in the tribunal dungeon today. We are live with Tanisha's Tribunal. Today in the dungeon, we have Marcus from the ATL street interviews, and he's under fire because he was filming the interviewees, Polo and them, and the things, I don't know the girl's name with the red hair, in the hotel doing the freaky frog. So, and posting to the Patreon. Patreon since been taken down. No longer able to see that on that side. But I hear a lot of people have it up or whatever, have it downloaded. So, yeah. A guy named Benji or something like that, he has it. So, y'all, Lord help us, Jesus. We're gonna mine through a little bit of the Sheena talk.
Hey, y'all, a little bit. You feel? So let me I don't know why I keep saying you feel me. Let me get back to this old video then. Hold up. I can't believe not one person want to hit the link. What y'all scared of? Y'all
how we were all in school and we were dating a guy that might not have been desirable, so you might not want to tell no.
I do my best to try to talk about mental health generational patterns on the channel. I have let me
there's
say
millions
this.
of dollars being donated via Cash App because of him. It was just a whole bunch of bullshit. He, like, even if those things were possible, God used you as a tool
Exactly,
to
and
help
you're
the
taking
people.
advantage of that.
And you're taking advantage, and I do not like that.
I
And I
don't
feel
like it.
instead of us all talking about him and makes him feel cocky, it gives him power as if he's doing something. I'd
Thank
rather
you.
just cut him at the legs, hit him at the pockets, hit him where it hurts. You understand? Because it's not going to stop him from being a sexual person. He would never change. A cheater will never stop cheating. A gambler will never, like you could acknowledge every day, I am a gambler. I choose today not to gamble, but you're still a gambler, but you want to change. He is not going to change. I'm
Well,
sorry.
he admitted that you remember the big apology, and he admitted he had a sex addiction.
He cried to us. And he said
cried
he
to us.
wouldn't do it anymore. And that's when we continued to watch his content. But it's like, if you don't watch, if you don't like it, stop watching. But how are you having these homeless people like have with each other? It's so weird. He put that woman in a scorching hot shower. The redhead, she was screaming to the top of her lungs, "Oh, it's hot. Oh, it's hot."
Oh,
He was
come on
like,
now.
all the women I know take scorching hot showers. It was
He
just
said he told the people last night that he didn't record that. You've seen it.
I seen it. He put her in a scorching. You could see the steam coming off the shower. It was to the point when Polo went into the shower and readjusted the temperature, even though she only took a 2-minute shower. It could have been longer, unless it was, because you could crop certain scenes of whatever you're posting, just like how he
You can
was
edit it.
appeared naked in the mirror scene, and then he went back and re-edited the content of him and Maya and then put pants on himself in that scene.
You hear him say he wasn't naked, that wasn't him?
Yeah, but it was him.
I
And
got the
I mean, I don't
screenshot.
care what he does in his bedroom, but for you to put God into it and
Yes.
God placed him here to help people and God is gonna get me, that's absurd.
That's what I want you to do, Big Tasty. You pray to God tonight, to your God, because
Oh, no, I ain't gotta pray. I'm going to keep hitting it. I'm going to pray, but I'm going.
I'm saying we gonna keep on doing what we doing, but make sure you got God in your side, because Marcus is he's doing some dark ass shit, like for real, for real. And when I say this, I'm thinking spiritual. How you gonna use the God? What God? So you got to ask the question when he's saying God. What God is he talking about? Because they don't agree with this, what he's doing. The God that I know, one God up above, they don't believe in the home, the handicapped people, the elderly people, the children. You see what I'm saying? And if you think about it, he likes young girls, 19, 20. And yes, they're young adults, but he ain't going for older women his age range. He going out young to see who he could get and train to be the way he wants them to be. Like he has tea. He has tea in the palm of his fucking hand. And that girl probably don't know, how to live on her own. So, like you said, why we keep talking about it? How can we do something about it? You on my level. Because it seems like I'm like a recorded record over here. And I've been saying this for years almost. What are we going to do about it? He's still going to do it. He don't give a fuck about what we're saying. The link's in the chat if you fell down. I know what I'm going to do about it. I'm going to continue to report on his ass. That's all I can do. Okay? I'm going to continue talking to people behind the scene and da-da-da. Y'all know me. I'm not the type of person to come out here on the link. But I agree with Big and
So Sheena, there's a couple of people that have banned around Marcus in the Atlanta area. Sheena and them have like physically seen Marcus in real time. They're in Atlanta, so they banned around Marcus. Some folks down there, and they just say, "Hey, this ain't what this needs to be giving. We don't want this. Stop trying to force feed us this shit. We don't want this type of behavior, encompassing around our most vulnerable mentally ill people, because essentially any one of us could become a vulnerable mentally ill person in life. We never really know what's around the bend for us in life, and God forbid a ninja like Marcus get his hands on him. We're gonna keep on mining here through Sheena. Remember, y'all.
Welcome to Tanisha's Tribunal. Subscribe, like, and hit the bell for updates.
Bless the channel by Cash App at $ the Tribunal 1. Join the tribe.
Yes. We're going to keep mining through. Like and subscribe. We have Marcus. He's still chained in the dungeon right now here at the Tribunal. They dropped this ninja off a couple days ago. He's just been down there. So now I'm finally mining through the reasons why he's in the dungeon under fire. Add some extra couple of layers of fire to Marcus's feet, will you please? Because it seems to be getting worse.
Tasty. First and foremost, I agree with everybody that has left a message. He needs to be stopped. Okay, there needs to be some kind of action. If a bunch of us go down there in Atlanta with some fucking picket sticks and a fucking flyer, walking all around through Atlanta by that coke thing where them people are interviewing, don't interview with Marcus. He's gonna try to screw you. I'm on that level, okay? Because talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. I'm about action, okay? No, because I'm just like, okay, we keep talking about it, and this nigga keep doing it, he keep doing it, and he likes the attention. He likes for us to talk about him, good or bad. Okay, so do we need to have some flyers down there where the homeless shelter is? And protest his, and let them homeless people know and be aware that we are seeing y'all. We do hear y'all. We do see this man misusing y'all. How many people am I going, y'all talking about action, y'all talking about this man needs to be stopped. How many people will go down there with a picket, with a thing, and protest in Atlanta? The ones that's in Atlanta. Would you come down there with your stick and protest? Can we get the news on there? This homeless man, just like they did the Black Hammer guy. See, Marcus, you think we was playing with you. We gave you forewarning. You got people out here looking fucking stupid because you came out here and cried to us like you almost did Troy last night. Talking about, oh, I could do better. I'm going to take that. Obviously, this was a salesman. I don't know, we're dealing with a salesman. Okay. Do I think it's good to protest? It could bring awareness to the motherfuckers that don't know them, or awareness to the ones that's not on the YouTube to tell us what they really know. Yeah. Lied on me, brother. You know what I'm saying? SOS to you, Big Tasty. Okay? I can't stand an arrogant motherfucker. I made your channel. You got this amount in my chat, in your chat because of me. And I will continue doing what you're doing over there, Troy. Get the numbers, nigga. Build your channel. Okay? Because you ain't the only one feeling that way about that dude. Okay? He been that way. So when he got on that panel and said, well, if y'all don't like the content, don't watch. But you're advertising to your supporters to come and watch it. You're forgetting that you got your supporters in the chat too. Yeah, that video got deleted. Because once somebody went on that live stream and said he did it because he watches everything. He went in there and hurry up and edited. Excuse me, this is YouTube. Ain't shit erased. Somebody got the screenshot. I already got the pictures of you in the socks. I just ain't putting that shit up. I got it.
She said, I got the.
You heard the old lady just say, the lady I played. You were there filming Polo and that girl. So the people that support him, and he got on there and Troy said, if you say they did it before, nobody signed no contract, nobody got tested, and you're pretty much the one orchestrating it. So that means you're somewhat the boss of the building, or that means you're somewhat the president, or you're somewhat the cameraman, okay, nonprofit, right? So you being the cameraman should have had some people signing some contracts and taking some tests, because you are the guy behind the camera putting it on a platform. And you get on a man's channel thinking you could say that was not you who filmed him. And thinking Troy is boo-boo the fool. I don't know, boo. He sound very intelligent to me. But you thought Troy, that man is boo-boo the fool. Oh, I don't know if they got tested. I don't know if they got checked. I wasn't there. Yes, you was. That was you recording them. That was you putting them in the shower. She was in your Jeep before you did it. It was you. And if it wasn't you recording them, who was it? Her girlfriend, her wife? No, it was you. It's proof. In the court of law, the judge would look at you like you stupid, Mark. If you would have came in front of a judge and told the judge, that's not me on there recording them, the judge would put the paper down and say, I'm done. Get the fuck out of my courthouse. That's you. Ain't nobody boo-boo the fool. Not at all. All right. What's up, Hood Chef? How you doing? All he had to do is be caught in a lie. Man, he told so many damn lies on that man's panel. And then the man said, well, what about you, being, with the Maya lady naked? I wasn't naked. Huh? Dude, you only got your shit together. Your bitches or whoever they are should be in there telling you, man, you looked bad up there. See, I would have told you that, Marcus. You look bad. I would have texted you. You look bad up here because you lying. They see. I would have sent you the picture of that I got of you before you took yourself on that panel and looked as stupid. Period. They both took 2 minute showers and wiped up. Can you imagine how the room smell? I don't know if y'all ever been around some homeless people. Can you imagine how the room smell? No offense to them. I'm just keeping it real. I don't want to make it sound like, I always say this, but I don't want to make it sound like I'm dog walking them or dragging them, right? But can you imagine how the room smell? I was in Walmart the other day, and this man walked past me and had the whole line stinking. And I'm in line at Walmart, and I'm thinking, I wonder, do he smell himself? The whole time I was in Walmart, a whole nother man, and I don't even know if this man was homeless, but he had a smell, and I was like, oh, God. So can you imagine the room?
And that's what I said. It just takes a low demon of X, right? SEX to do what Marcus did. They say Polo, had a body full of boils and scars on him, and it just wasn't something that anybody, would want to see. And apparently Marcus had a front row seat to these smells and sights. Drop your fire in the chat. We're keeping it under Marcus's feet. He's in the dungeon here at the tribunal. He's down there as we speak. And according to my ogres, he needs some more fire. So make it hot. Drop it in the chat for Marcus, y'all. He's in the dungeon. We're watching Sheena Speaks, and go over there, like and subscribe, run those numbers up for Miss Sheena Speaks, yeah. Okay, she dropping some much to know shit about Marcus that I didn't know. Who knows at first glance? Okay, yeah, I got so much going on. My housekeeper's here. They just delivered something.
I don't even want to imagine the room. I don't want to even picture the room. Yeah, he's very nasty. Now he's making homeless women get in burning hot showers. You heard the lady just get on the link, and Polo drinks all the time. So imagine that alcohol coming out of Polo's pores. I don't know if y'all ever been around somebody that reeks a smell out of them. And I don't know about the lesbian lady, but it sounds like the number one rapper said the lesbian them didn't smell too well in his house. I read my chat. The rapper said he got put them out of there because they didn't smell too well. So the aroma, it's a couple of aromas going through there. A hot 2-minute shower with the hotel soap ain't gonna get rid of the bacteria, diseases, none of that. What's up, Mr. West?
Man, Shayna, what the fuck going on, man?
I can't believe people is scared to fucking hit this link and talk about nasty nigga.
What?
Can you believe this?
Shayna, what happened between you and Marcus though? Because I never. What happened?
I stopped doing content on him and started doing my true crime because he started interviewing them hoes.
Yeah.
You remember when I was in Louisiana, I said I cannot follow him interviewing the hoes because we already know Marcus had a sex demon. So why would I break down content of him sleeping with women or him showing, the sex women and all that with the Quila and everything? So I had been telling the audience that. And the girl in the tent came on out and said she screwed him, the one that was screwing on the polo dude. So this whole time I'm getting everybody messages and I'm like, what the hell, it's going down. But the whole time I'm taking care of my family and take care of my business like I'm still doing. Why he throwing shots talking about take care of your family? Nigga, go get a job and take care of your motherfucking family. And get off of fucking YouTube using these motherfucking homeless people. Okay? Period. So
yeah.
Have you seen the Patreon picture of Marcus in the socks, butt naked in the mirror?
What?
Come on, Mr. West.
Hell no. I ain't even seen the damn video of Polo fucking. He like, bruh, that ain't even the worst.
I don't think you missed nothing from what the chat is saying and the people that seen it. It wasn't a pretty picture. The man only made him take a 2-minute hot bath that damn near killed the girl. They said because it was so hot, and it was about 2-minute long shower, and he videoed them screwing. He said he wasn't there. He said he didn't video it. I think he thought motherfuckers was dumb in the chat. It was gonna be like, we didn't see you there. Yeah, you're on video camcorder.
Bruh, I knew shit was bad. Marcus went live the other day when he was walking in the park. I had just found out that T was the baby mama. I hit the live and I said, Marcus, what happened to the interview video of T? He responded, he was like, I think he said something like, all right, Mr. West, nah, I don't want to keep that video up because I don't want people looking for my baby mama and saying crazy stuff to her and da da da. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you?
Too loud, Mr. West, hold on. Too loud. I'm saying he was there with the recording at the hotel. That's what I'm saying. So maybe I said it wrong, but I'm saying what I seen him when they was at that hotel taking a shower. Not their first encounter. I'm talking about the one where Marcus was involved. He was there. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, Mr. West.
You know what's sad as hell? The sad part about it is, bro, like, Marcus, you had niggas out here going to bat for you, like on some shit like, yeah, bro ain't no weirdo. He don't really be, fucking, just any random girls. It was, one or two that he had special connections with.
Man,
nigga.
He just told people he was on a break with T. That's why he is screwing around now. He just took the other lady, Maya, on a date, and they had him in the, and there's a picture of him in white socks, butt naked, turning around, and on the camera in the mirror.
Man, I ain't gonna tell you the worst shit.
Okay, not for nothing, Tribers. Didn't they just have a baby? Like, y'all not in baby bliss right now with the newborn baby Max? Max is like, what, a couple months old or something like that? Y'all taking a break, and so that gives you a rite of passage to go out here and sleep with the homeless, mentally ill women that are on the streets? That's wicked. That's wicked.
I seen he smashed Kelsey. Like,
Oh, he
ugh,
got
man.
Kelsey on there too. You didn't see him advertising her to go. She's on there too. Well, they didn't struck it now. It's gone, so you can't see it. If anybody's looking for the Patreon, it's gone. Okay, motherfuckers been binge reporting that shit. I don't know how he thought he's gonna get away with that. He would advertise it on his channel and then go to Patreon, like blared out case. I did a clip of her. Where he was, the clip where I showed y'all to go look at her. Let me see if I got that clip real quick. When you finish talking, what you said when you seen him with Kelsey, what did you think?
Bro, he smashed. What the hell? That nigga was, bro. Niggas clipped that Patreon. That's the only reason I seen it. They showed me a whole video. He smacking her ass while she playing with her coochie.
Come on now. What about what you think about him? You think he screwed Quita?
Hell yeah. What the fuck? bro, let me say this. Marcus, at one point in time, I did have respect for you because I'm like, bro, they lying on your name because I know how, it feel to be lied on. Bro, ain't nobody lied on you at this point, bro. You sick as hell, dog. I ain't one man to another. If you fuck a girl that live in a tent, you definitely would smash Quita, bro. On some real shit. And it's kind of weird at this point because it's like you smashing females that like, need help. That shit is weird, bro. Like I'm a whole nigga, but that's weird, bro. That's weird. Oh God, that shit is weird. That's weird as fuck. Like I'm a whole nigga, Sheena, but on some real shit. If I know you broke as hell, like, and you actually need help, the last thing I'm thinking about is getting my rocks off. Like, what the fuck? He weird, bro. I take back all that shit. I said that nigga weird, dog.
And so going back to the Quita, being dropped off at the tribunal a couple of days ago, when I was going over some of the interviews that I saw with her and Marcus, it looked very inappropriate. It, gave that Marcus was, trying to get into Quita's world or whatever. By, whatever little means of, maniacal, magical, whimsical ways that he thought that he could like puppet play with Quita, having a bond on Quita and all of this other goofy, stupid shit that he got going on with Miss Quita, believing in Quita, that Quita will go to court and all this other stupid shit going on. He all tangled up in her and Short Dog's relationship and shit. He all to her court date and all of this other crazy nonsense. Yeah, I picked up on that, from that as well, that he was more than likely entangled with Quita intimately too.
Yeah, he really. Let me. I'll get it together. Let me exit. I wanted to pull up the one with Kelsey, but I'll do it in a different live.
Man, Sheena.
Yeah.
Do you know Kelsey? Like, what the fuck? On her
went
shit.
through some childhood trauma and sex stuff, didn't she?
You talking about childhood trauma? Hell, she on her channel telling motherfuckers, yeah, I sell pussy. I just went to Virginia and was staying with some dude. We had sex and it didn't work out. You going to different places, fucking all these men raw. What the fuck?
And I heard her say on the video, Marcus' video, I'm gonna do whatever I need to do, any means necessary. I said, damn, she sold her soul. She wasn't doing that at first with Marcus. When we first seen her, she was, a little standoffish towards him. I guess now she down to her last straw. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta do what I gotta do to survive. He like, yeah, come on in, let's do it, big sicko.
Yeah, bro, sick. Like, not even being funny, that shit sick.
They
Like,
said,
Marcus,
as what's wrong with a man being a man and sleeping with women?
hold up, who said that?
A lot. There was some people saying,
Right.
y'all hating on him. What's wrong with a man sleeping with women? What's your point of view on that?
Okay, let me say this.
Please
I,
do.
I'm a black man. I've been on this motherfucker when Marcus first came and niggas was lying on his name. I was one of the ones that was going to bat. That nigga was up there. You know, people lie. People lie on me. They create these narratives, and it just takes people like you that really, speak the truth because it's so easy to get lied on. Nigga, your ass was doing the shit. What the
He
fuck?
was, dude. Go
You
ahead.
you got motherfuckers looking stupid as fuck, bro. I'm up here going to bat for your dumb ass, and you really out here fucking homeless women. You crazy fool. Ain't nothing cool about that shit. What the fuck? Man, hell no. Nigga, what the fuck? All these single ass women out here that can match your level, match what you got going on around your age range, and you looking for young girls that are homeless. You have done that shit more than once, bro. That shit is weird. Like the first time, all right,
Monique, Sunny, Yana. I mean, these group of the new ones that's coming out is not even in that caliber. So again, the question you just asked them, why ain't you messing with regular women? You this 6-figure man, right? He bragged about his money and all that. Why is it the homeless women he sleep with? Push me.
man, he weird. Let me tell you, and I'm gonna say this as a real man. As a man, you meet certain men in life. Any man that use shit like that to take advantage of the sick, the mentally ill, shit like that, I'm not fucking with that, bro. We don't hang around motherfuckers that get down like that. That shit'll get you beat on in jail. I'm not with that. You homeless, sleeping in a tent, you fucked up, your mental ain't all the way there, and I'm taking advantage to get some coochie out. Nah, bro. That's weird, cuz he weird for that. He weird as shit for that. And he be hyping some of them girls up to do the stupid shit they doing. Kelsey, a prime example. You hopping in a fucking truck going all the way to Virginia like a dumbass.
Okay, so let's drop some notes in the tribunal files. I saw, has, his show or whatever, and people are, reaching out like, oh, I want to see her all from all across the country and shit. And he's sending them. He's linking them with the girl or whatever. One of them was a pimp or some mess. I think it's Kelsey that they're talking about. The girl that's living in a bando or whatever. From, her getting hooked up with this pimp she didn't met. I don't know if it's necessarily through Marcus's situation or whatever, but she met him however she did or whatever. She, like he said, she went to Virginia. She met that Virginia guy through Marcus's inbox, through the Atlanta Street interviews, and sent for her, and he's encouraged her to go all the way across. This man could have been a serial killer. He could have been anybody. And the situation was crazy or however have you. I guess he couldn't perform or whatever. She got frustrated, had to try to find her way back. But she got back here, hooked up with some pimp, and he took her to some ball, and now they living in some abando. Pimp ball abando is how that went. So not for nothing, it's just a whole menagerie of fuckery and foolishness. Go and check out a couple of my videos about Quita recently. He's telling Quita to sleep with these men or whatever for $75 for 15 minutes, Polo for $100 for the entire night. Why wouldn't you sleep with Polo for $100 if you're willing to sleep with the John for 75? Like, what the hell type of lines of questions is this you asking these girls? Why are you not encouraging them to go get a job? Okay, I gotta finish.
Yeah, I don't know, Sheena. That shit, bro. That shit. You know I had to hit your link because that shit really had me feeling some type of way.
I know, I know,
That ass. Cause nigga,
I know. And at least
you.
it's not just me, because everybody's like, wasn't you his number one fan? Are you kidding? We been saying this to Marcus before he cried to all of us and said he was gonna stop. So, Mr. West, question: if I get my sign to go protest down there by that homeless shelter in Atlanta, you gonna meet me down there with your sign?
I ain't gonna have no damn sign. He know he just better not bring his ass around me. Hell no. Stay the fuck over there with the type shit you are. Sheena, I'm gonna be real with you. The route Mark is going is not gonna be good. Atlanta is not the type of place.
Right, and he's infecting the ladies. I think he did probably give that shit to Westy. I don't know. I don't know who gave it to her. Somebody, regardless, he said he never had nothing, but he had an encounter with her. Like, come on, dude. You just clean. You got a good, clean board of health and all that, right? Come on now.
Yeah, that shit weird at this point. Cause even thinking down the teeth, ain't T in her damn 20s?
They said she probably about 28, 29. But he had moved T back up in the place, right? When the baby came, told people, yay, y'all, I got my baby, yay, yay, yay. Started putting the baby on the channel and shit with the stroller. The baby was in the car with Polo drinking. And my people telling me, you ain't gonna believe where he got his baby at. And I'm like, damn, that's a brand new baby, and this is wintertime. What the fuck you got your baby out there for, Marcus? That's why you need to go get a fucking job. You probably would keep T if you went and got a job. But you done got addicted to this money and pussy coming for free, and you don't know what to do with yourself.
Man, that shit sick, bro. The videos I seen, bro, that shit sick, dog. I ain't even lying. I'm a whole nigga. That shit sick, bro. You recording like even it, to
Would
me,
you
it's
be
like
able to?
We're not gonna skip over that in the tribunal. My house cleaner is vacuuming, so that's just gonna be some background noise. But anyway, Marcus was bringing this brand new, fresh out of the cootie baby, really cute little brown skinned baby named Max. On the interviews that he was doing with Polo and him, I was seeing him leave the baby in the backseat of the car, get out on the street, and talk. Why are we doing this? Is there not anybody that can keep your child while you go and do this interview stuff? Is it safe to say that a newborn baby is safe in these environments going down into the trenches with these mentally ill, vulnerable homeless people? They're in the back seat. He's in the back seat with Polo and him. What if Polo or anybody, not saying that he has or would, but say if he did, slip Marcus's baby something? Let me close my door. What if one of them slipped his baby something? What if Quita's in the back seat with his baby, jealous of the fact that he got a baby in the back seat by T, and she gives his baby some drugs? Let's continue with the tribunal. We're about to wrap up Marcus in the tribunal. He's in the dungeon. I need more fire under his feet. Let's go.
Record a man Polo and that girl with the red wig.
man, hell no, dog. Hell no. He
Let me
know, bro.
say
That's
this.
weird.
Say this to Marcus. If you wasn't there, how is your thumbnail hit Polo and the girl on the bed, Marcus?
Man, Marcus know he was there. Come on, that shit.
He's the cameraman. They said his dick wouldn't get hard. I know that ain't none of your business. You were mad, but I'm saying to the ladies, he needs to slow down into something. If it's too much coke or something, if something it ain't right, because the way he got on that man's channel last night and was just like, all y'all can stop watching while y'all watching, in so many words, just like y'all dealing with mental issues. Dude, your whole channel is about people that went through something. So you gonna throw that up in people's face that they dealing with mental issues and that's what people is dealing with on that channel?
Nah, all jokes aside, like this YouTube shit, it really show you some people really are predators, bruh. On some
Real
real
shit.
shit. Marcus is a real predator. And I hate to
Yeah.
say that shit. I don't put jackets on niggas' backs. But 4 different females, bro, all young, all homeless, and you fucking on them, that shit is weird, dog.
Why you say 4? It's more than 4.
Right. I mean 4 confirmed. Hell, I know it's
Okay,
more.
let
At
me
this point.
confirm a couple of more while you on here. Yana, Westy, Monique, Sunny, Lolly, Lewis and Lolly. Okay, that's 5. New Maya lady. Okay, we could say maybe the 10th, but I believe the 10th lady. That's 7. Um, they said maybe Cat. I don't know. That could be 8. I know Quila for sure. That's 9, but they saying not Quila. Like they believe in the people he's saying he didn't. I'm almost at 10 right now. So
Maya.
Well, Maya's included. So out of the 9, a possible 2. So 7 is confirmed since we've been on.
That's sick, bro. That's sick. That's some sick.
They said he even had guys too. I don't know. Have you ever, if you did an interview with a transgender, would you tell them to turn around and let the people see your whole body?
Nah, that's some sick shit. I ain't gonna lie in there. I had to turn that shit off. Marcus gave me weird vibes with that tranny interview.
Yeah, he had the man turn around and he had the arrow pointing at his down there. I said, why the arrow got to be pointing down there? Like that's not cool, But this is a straight man that's telling people he's at home with his baby and now he's at home with T. But he been with T for a minute, off and on.
Oh, I know somebody you forgot.
Who?
Remember the lady from the restaurant, the one who was like a drunk?
The one with the baby?
It was like
that got pregnant?
The older woman. She was like drunk. She was like, I'm so interested in you. She had a crush on him.
I don't know if he screwed her, but I think he might have screwed Kelly or what's her name? The one that's out here now that was at his house that was on that video. He probably fucked her. So that's 10 and a possible. So a possible 2 and 8.
Yep.
That's sad, man. Can you imagine the ones we don't know about?
Yeah, he's stupid, bro. Motherfucker, bro. Somebody gonna end up putting a case on Marcus' ass.
Somebody said Bridget, not Cat. You think he did? Bridget? You think Mocha? Oh, Summer? Do you think he did Summer? The cute little light skinned one that was
Hell yeah. It's a whole video on here saying Marcus smashed Summer.
I don't think Kid. I really don't. Damn.
That nigga,
You said,
matter of fact,
didn't Vaughn say Marcus gave him, wait a minute, what did that say?
Weird vibes.
Yeah, he said, Vaughn said, that's a good point. Vaughn said that. He said he looked at Marcus's eyes and was like, man, your eyes just look, something about you just give me weird vibes. Like the energy's coming from these bad. And that's when he looked in Vaughn's eyes and said, well, your eyes look like you a demon or something like that. Trying to turn it around on Vaughn that his eyes look like he had a demon in him. Why do you think he's wearing these sunglasses? Sheena, do you think he let Summer pass? He probably fucked her Summer.
He definitely fucked Summer. What the fuck? That's what I was about to say. You don't remember when he said the weird shit? The last interview?
Mocha, most definitely. I think so, Mocha, too. I think so, too.
That nigga told Summer, he said, I've been looking for you. I've been looking everywhere for you.
They say he go looking for his victims. When he ain't seen them in a minute, he go looking for them. And we thought he was going to look for an update on the video. No, his horny ass is going out there looking for somebody to wet his knob. You know what I'm saying? I already said her, Leilani. I mean, Louis
Ileana.
Lolly.
Might have smashed Ileana shit.
He definitely hit son. Yeah, we know that for. I mean, hey.
You don't think he hit Ileana?
Nah, I don't think Ileana. You think so? Maybe Tone. Maybe Tone.
I mean, Ileana did say out of her own mouth, shit. She didn't know who the baby daddy was, and
no, I don't. I can't. What y'all think? Somebody said maybe Tone. That's what I said. Maybe Tone. Okay, because he sure was trying with Nia. Nia, if you in the chat somewhere, let us know if you screwed Marcus or you know any man that did. Okay, because Marcus was like down Tone's throat. Are you sure, Tone? You're not gonna tell about Eliana, your gay Tone? You're not gonna tell her about Dominique, Tone? And I'm like, dang, you is pressuring him. He don't want to talk about it, you know. And people's like, you bringing up his trauma. Like, why you doing that? And he kept saying, I think he did it to. Y'all are stupid.
Yo, wait, Sheena.
What?
What about them young girls? Remember he was with Josiah? They picked up them young girls in a Jeep and was riding around?
Well, do y'all think he did it to Josiah?
Probably so. I believe they probably did some shit, like a orgy. Some crazy
Why?
shit.
Tell me why, because everybody laughed at me and said, no, not Josiah. Why would you say Josiah? Because you one of the ones been around, okay? So why would you say Josiah? I'll tell you why I say, and when you...
The one thing I'm going to tell you, a predator know another predator. Josiah was in the streets doing shit himself. So the two of them getting together make a lot of sense for them to do shit together.
I don't know. You know, everybody was doing threesomes and all that. This grown folk talk, y'all. This grown folk talk. Why I say it is because I'm not saying he did, but I'm saying, could it be possible? Because if it's a profile, I remember when Josiah and the little white girl went over there to take a shower, and they came on a video where her hair was still wet and she was in a robe. And why did that have to be a video of them at Marcus's house? Marcus made it like it was a video of them at his house because, I let them come wash their clothes and shit. Come to find out, they stayed a couple of days at Marcus's house.
I was just about to say that Marcus had smashed the two young girls.
So Sheena Speak, shout out to her, y'all. Go over there and show her some love. This Mr. West let me up. Okay, they talking about Marcus's character and the things that he's been doing. They saying Marcus has been bringing these people back to the crib. Who's bringing homeless people back to their house where they eating shit at? Where they had their newborn babies and they womans and they things and the things and letting them live and stay a couple of days. Who's doing that? Do you know how dangerous that is? That is so dangerous. Somebody could have snapped, crackled, and popped everybody in the house. On some real First 48 stuff. Drop it down in the comments, Tribunal, if y'all are bringing homeless people from off of the curbs or wherever y'all live at to live in y'all's house. Who's doing that? We barely letting family members live in our damn house these days. Can't trust them half the damn time, most of the damn time. Gotta watch them every 5 seconds and all of this carries on. I got some, what's the name of my hair? Kind of looks like it. Edge control, whatever. Yeah, like who's doing that? Who's bringing homeless people back to their house to live? In these days and times, that is so dangerous. Back to this content, y'all. Marcus is in the dungeon. I need y'all to drop fire in the emojis. Okay, let me put drop fire in the chat under his feet. Okay. Who's doing that, y'all? Wicked work.
Yeah, the apartment. The two young girl, I forgot their name. The two light skinned girls.
There's her name. Show what? Y'all don't remember that video with Emily? Emily came out with, he made her take a shower and everything, but they had, and then people say, don't you think he was nice for letting them stay? What did they have to do to stay? Because what Monique and Yana and everybody is saying, he ain't just letting you stay. And if you're not fucking, you got to go. So, you know what I'm saying?
He definitely smashed them two young girls. The ones, the two light skinned girls that said they were
Doing
sisters.
this.
Pastor Vine said they were
Marcus, that's why his
17
ass
and
is a dungeon.
18. I remember he said he was raised in. Oh wow, y'all, that's crazy. I remember who you talking about. I remember the video like it was nothing. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The video, I was like, oh, that was cool. He let them go wash their clothes and shit. But now that all this other
Who's taking people back to their house? They got laundromats for that shit. Take them to the laundromat. Wicked word.
Stuff is coming out how he took Kelsey over there to do the video at his house. That was his apartment. Somebody said that was not his apartment that Kelsey was in. The one that he opened the key and let her twirl, that's his apartment. Okay. And somebody said they asked him what happened to T. Me and T's on a break right now. Y'all always on a break. So, once T realized you ain't stopping and you come give her this sob story and you give her a couple of dollars, she end up leaving his ass again. You see what I'm saying? And he just probably pay her rent. I don't know really the situation with that because that sounds like some fucked up shit. I feel sad for T. She get manipulated by a narcissist that think he's top notch dollar.
Yeah, Marcus a weirdo, man.
He don't want T neither. He want a man.
Yeah, this shit kind of weird.
Any man that's treating women like shit for no damn reason, all these pretty women, it'd be different if he did okay, I'm going to pick you up and make you over, homeless woman. And that's what we thought he was going to do with Yana. You know what I'm saying? But no, once Yana said, no, I'm not going to lay down here like a ragamuffin for you to just fuck on me and me fuck with everybody.
Oh,
she had to go.
I just thought about somebody he smashed.
Hmm.
The girl that got on the Greyhound bus. What was her name?
Oh, good point. You just hope she don't. She's almost 30. If you think about when T's video was, that was what? How many years ago?
He smashed the girl that got on the Greyhound bus that went back home. The one that was staying in the motel. Young girl.
Oh, which one? Is so many. Now that all this shit's coming out, every woman I'm gonna think he was with her.
Jesus Christ. I was minding
Mocha. I believe Mocha. She was a pretty good. Okay. So, and that's not a lie. I'm not a person that has to lie on my vagina. Period. He lies on what he did. Just like he said he didn't eat Westy's cat, and he admitted that he did. You see what I'm saying? I can't believe your motherfucking ass went over there and told them people I'm lying.
The hell is
when I was at his apartment, he had got me real nice fucked up and wanted, to eat my pussy shit. Because I told him I don't fuck niggas.
Yeah, Marcus a weirdo, bro. No cap. Bro, weirdo.
I ain't the only one that he wanted to eat that pussy, though. So I guess because I said it, I'm lying. Fuck you, whoever thinks I'm lying, because he knows the truth. And I ain't going to sit here and try to prove it. Ain't no needs to prove it. I'm not going to. That's not the focus. Why should we put the focus on me saying he wanted to eat my cat from what the fuck he doing? Oh, she lying. She know that's not true. Seriously, Marcus? You didn't want me crawling up the wall? Oh, that's you was a dirty, just like you lied on Sunny and said you didn't take it when she had that catheter. Everybody believed you. We knew she was lying.
Not Marcus slept with a woman that had a catheter inside of her. Y'all are about to wrap it up on Marcus. He's down in the basement dungeon of the tribunal. Add some more fire under this ninja's feet. We will be back with some more on Marcus. Y'all, he is a predator in the worst form. Okay. Marcus is a person that was doing the Atlanta Street interviews down there in Atlanta, right? I was covering some of the interviews, putting some people in the tribunal and seeing whether or not they needed to be stoned in the dungeon. Okay. And not for nothing, Quita is still down there. So Quita has now joined. Marcus has now joined Quita in the dungeon. They both need more fire and more fire under both of Quita and Marcus's feet. The things that we have learned today in the tribunal, y'all, will make a person's head spin. Drop your comments down in the chat. Let me know where y'all are with what Marcus's behavior is down in Atlanta, and what do you think is going to be, the next things to hit Marcus. Already Patreons came down where he had the exploitive videos up of Polo and the girls and the thises and the that's, the Mayas and the booty holes and my cootie hole pink and my booty hole brown videos twerking and all of that extra carrying stuff on. Okay, but we have got to carry on with other commencements of the tribunal. Marcus is not the only ninja. Him and Quita, they need to be in the dungeon of the tribunal. So let me know at tanishatalk@gmail.com who you believe should be next in the tribunal dungeon. Until next time, y'all, this Marcus is adjudicated down to the dungeon, y'all. And this case is on hold for now. If there's any more understandings of why he may or may not belong in the dungeon or should come out of the dungeon, we're going to bring that back on up. Until next time, this tribunal is adjourned.
Welcome to Tanisha's Tribunal. Subscribe, like, and hit the bell for updates.
Bless the channel by Cash App at $sign the Tribunal 1. Join the tribe.
I was honored to have you all here. Keep your subscription in good standing for your all-access pass to the tribunal. Turn on notifications so you never miss your chance to examine the facts. Keep your designated seat. This tribunal is